Next up is Mela, and for her I have a very well-baked Pokemon. Fido was the first shiny that I caught. On the day I started this, I hoped there would be an outbreak that a poor level 8 Crocodile could handle. And there was one, right there on Victory Road. At this point, I didn't really know about the Let's Go feature, and I fought each one manually. And these things lick, which can and did cause a whole lot of paralysis. But after manually taking down 60 dogs, it only took 15 minutes for the brown one to appear. Alright, so an hour of training later, and the pup turned into a big dog. Not really sure how the shiny is different from the original, but the difference is he's my big buddy, and he has the ability Well-Baked Body, immune to fire attacks. Mela is going to be a cakewalk. KO'd her Torkoal, and then I am ready for the Fire Reverum. Ha! He's got 2 fire attacks and spin out. She literally can't do anything to Fido. You know what? I should probably check out what Spin Out actually is. 100 power steel? Okay, glad I checked. If I had sent in Fidon, he would have been Fidon. Now, this battle took a while. Now, while my team is very well equipped to take down fire types, the one thing we couldn't do is take too many spin outs. I kept on using Screech, so I had to switch out the Pokemon so that they didn't take a 100 power steel move with knackered defense. But here's the thing, it kept on using Screech and its fire moves. Like, only Screech and its fire moves. I mean, I was doing a bit, taking a pot shot when I felt comfortable, and eventually I thought, I don't think this thing knows Spin Out. Yeah, look, I'm gonna send out Old Yeller because he's also immune to fire and see if it uses that spin move. Swift. Okay, that's comforting. Like, I guess Cerebi has been wrong multiple times. Like, there's this. It didn't mention that Giacomo's Reverum knew Snarl, and weirdest of all, it says that Brassius, Ino, and Kofu all give you TM20. I mean, I love you, Cerebi. You're invaluable to my Nuzlockes and the easiest online guide to use. But Kofu ain't giving me Trailblaze. He's giving me a gun. Anyway, once I realized its only non-fire move was Swift and it had destroyed its own special attack by using Overheat a couple of times, I decided to send in Fidon. 2 damage? Yeah. This battle was long because neither side could really damage one another. Next up is Orthworm. Oh, that means we get to introduce the scariest member of the crew. Now, most of the Pokemon, I play them as they lie, you know, nature, ability, whatever. I could change them if I really wanted to, but usually it doesn't make too much of a difference. But Shroomish is different. This one was kind of insanely hard to get. We spent 5 sandwiches outside of Larryland looking for this thing, which was a blessing in disguise because if I did find it there, it would have been too high of level to introduce it for Orthworm. So we had to go find where the low-level Shroomish live. And Megan spent 3 sandwiches that night. And when we were going to the area the first time, that's when I found the second shiny Corviknight. And then when we called it for that day, I turned my switch off. Next day, I turned my switch on within 40 seconds of booting that sucker up. I found a gall darn green monkey. But I still really want the orange mushroom because of reasons I'll explain in just a couple of sentences. After ingesting 2 more sandwiches, we finally found the Nummel-colored mushroom. And now let me explain why I wouldn't accept any substitutes. This thing has Toxic Heal, and poisons itself with a Toxic Orb before any major battle. Then we replace the orb with leftovers, and on top of that, he can hit his foe with Leech Seed. This guy gets 3 instances of healing after each turn. He also has Drain Punch. The only thing that can make him even remotely vulnerable is his ×4 weakness to flying. But we thought of that as well, and gave him a Stone Terra typing. And his mood isn't to boost his attack, but his defense. This meticulously crafted monster has rightfully been named Regenerator after the scariest monster in Resident Evil 4. This thing is unkillable as long as Cerebi keeps me privy to any flying type moves, which, let's be honest, might be a tight order. Anyway, I had to train him up, but when I did, the saddest freaking thing I've ever seen in my entire life happened. That's not orange. Get off of me! Get off of me! No, did it despawn? Get off of me! Get off of me! Torkoal! No! Torkoal!
Come back! Come back! Come back! Come back!
Easy come, easy go. Well, after that, we go down into the gully where they keep the Earthworm, and Regenerator gets to make his big debut. Now, it missed the first volley of Leech Seeds, which I thought might just be a quirk of not being able to hurt Titans like that, but I gave it one more shot, and they stuck. Just in time, too, because Iron Tail really did a number to me. But leftovers, Toxic Heal, Leech Seeds, I'm back up. Okay, to be honest, I think that attack might have been able to kill me, but it went for Wrap. I hit it with a Drain Punch, and then the battle was pretty much decided. And in the rematch, I didn't really bother wasting times with the seeds, and sealed the easy victory. Well, currently I have 6 living Pokemon, so as I add the next shiny, I need to semi-retire someone. But who knows, maybe some fatalities could call them back to the front lines. And while Rhodes is the senior member, he still has an evolution. So I should probably go with Barney, who evolved after the Earthworm fight. But this is Kofu. I think I'm gonna let Barney ride one last time. After all, Decapod should not be in this battle. As for the Pokemon I added, we have a Rotom. This was the second Pokemon I caught, and I still didn't know how to easily take down an entire population with just a click of the R button. I fought them all manually, and much like Fido, this Pokemon just loved paralysis. But on top of that, it was a ghost, so we had confusion as well. Such a joy! This one also took longer after the genocide. It took 40 minutes for an orange one to show up, but when it did, we had to choose a name for it, and I went with McQueen. As for the Cafscarada badge, I lost the footage for this part. The best part about getting Rotom is after we do Kofu's literal bidding, we can actually do an auction to get the catalog to change Rotom into a whole host of things. But we're gonna keep him electric for the Kofu fight, which I don't have footage for. But I mean, look at my people, look at his. Do you trust me when I went through this without having any deaths? I didn't even have to have God save me from the Crabominable. Alright, next up is the Poison Star guy, Finch. And for this, we introduce Hatena. By far, the easiest catch in the game. However, it was after a 20-hour hunt, so I think I deserved it. I told Megan that I wanted to go for Hatena, and she said that she'd make me a psychic sandwich before she went to bed. She did that, and I hopped down to where the Hatena lived to plot a route for myself. And after 2 minutes, I saw a Hatena with white hair. Oh, hey, Andrea, you want to come with me? I'm gonna go fight the Elite Four. You can come if you like. Okay, so the main reason that I wanted a Hatterene is because I made an animation and it ended up taking me 10 hours for 9 seconds of footage. So if I got a Hatena and I named her Andrea, I can go ahead and show the animation here and get some mileage out of that clip.
Claim to make my big break, the Andrea Show. She's a brat. What's with the hat? I said you can go.
Alright, all we need to do is a little bit of training, and then we can get in there and take him to town. I looked over Finch's Pokemon, and I'm gonna be honest. I know that Andrea isn't a fairy yet, but I think I'd prefer to just put Regenerator in for the whole battle, shed that pesky grass typing, and just punch my way to victory. So, we do the Star Barrage, and the Regenerator gets pretty messed up, but they healed him up before the main battle, and they took my poisoning! Hey, I worked hard to intoxicate my Pokemon. Wait, is intoxicate right? Yeah, I don't matter. Oh no, where am I ever gonna get poisoned at this late hour? But Finch is what we call a hashtag cool bro. There we go. Thank you, buddy. You're a real peach, a real gem. Then he sends in Revroom. See? Steel type. This is why I considered Regenerator in the first place. Simply because... Oh! No! Didn't consider that. Oh my gosh, that was supposed to be my invincible Pokemon. Yeah, the only way to kill Regenerator was to take all his HP away in one devastating strike, and that's what they did. After that, Rhodes went in to do the work the Regenerator couldn't, but this one sucks. When you put that much love and care into a Pokemon just to lose it, I mean, it was the perfect counter to Earthworm and Larry. Oh, shoot, that was my Larry plan. What am I gonna do now? What am I gonna do now? Pokemon X and Y sold 16.65 million copies. If you were one of the lucky people who played that game, screw you! I looked at a list of Pokemon I could catch for this challenge and I thought, oh, Flying Press, that would be a cool move to use. What does Haluja's Shiny How has this game been out for over a decade, and no one has told me that the coolest shiny yet conceived was in it? All shiny discussions over the past 10 years should always have started with how frickin' awesome Haluja's Shiny is. Now, my only problem is the only Pokemon I can roll out has to be under Larry's level cap, which is 36. And the lowest level you can catch Haluchas is like high 40s. So although it pains me, I went back to hatching. 40 hours is definitely worth it for that awesome of a shiny. And it wasn't even that bad. I only had to hatch 405 eggs. By my calculations, that's somewhere between 8 and 10 hours. I also got a second one just 8 eggs after that. What the frick? Alright, so we train him up. Gotta love that lucky egg. Then we approach the gym and hate the test. Hey, Vidon. Okay, no need for the battles. They literally don't do a dang thing. We head straight for the eatery and... Sup, Vidon? Did you know? This game is freaking broken! Okay, grilled rice ball. Medium serving. Turn to a pile of ashes and then throw a lemon on that sucker. Alright, bring out the Larry! Okay, so the first thing we do is switch out Gabite. That's for later. And then we take down the dumb Koala. And I still don't know what dousing means. He may yawn at me, but I was switching out after the flying press anyway. Okay, now McQueen is completely immune to Didun's... Hold up. Is Fidon still over there? Look, it may not be in my best interest, but I'm gonna send in Fidon just to see if he's still by the door. Yes! There's 2. It's shiny, so that's actually... Wow. Alright, send McQueen back in, whittle down the 2 seg, that way we can leave McQueen in for Staraptor. Now, using status effects on this guy could be dangerous since it knows Facade. But for a ghost like myself, I'm fine paralyzing him. Then we get the Confuse in, and then just lightning him until I avenge Jolene and Dandy. But the vengeance isn't quite yet over. Nemona Battle 4. So, as stated, we open this battle with Rhodes for this sacred purpose. He should be able to take out the first 3 of Nemona's Pokemon with relative ease. Makes crushing Lycanthrope such a breeze. Goomy is scary because it also has Dragon-type moves, but I hit it first and I hit it strong. And then Earthquake also handles the Pawmow. But now I need to absolutely, unequivocally get the heck out of there. The second reason to use a Pokemon as awesome as Hawlucha is the Flying Press, the only dual-type move in the game. Flying and fighting. Flying for the grass, fighting for the dark. Alright, Nemona, die! Huh? Oh, this is bad! Oh, that was supposed to... How did you survive a quad-effective move? After a couple of seconds of dread and terror, I came up with the solution. This is Oyeler's final battle. Let's see if he can't earn those tiger stripes. Okay, send him in as long as it doesn't do over. Come on, guaranteed crit. Are you serious? I would have preferred flamethrower, but all we have is extreme speed and... Woo! You done good, dog. You done good. Just look at that. Learned from my previous runs. But, much like failures from previous runs can make me extra cautious, success in previous runs can spell disaster. Moving on to Rhyme, which in previous runs has been my easiest gym. A Ghost-type gym. Well, let's go and add in another one of the best shinies in the series. The last shiny I hunted. Megan and I went to the top of the Glaciado Mountain. We threw some filet and cucumbers on a slab of bread, and then tossed the second piece down the mountain and started hunting. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this, but after I caught Decapod, the ice sandwich called for a bunch of Klopstick, and I made him eat that sucker.
Dream of stars and the future. We will sing. I don't want to sing anymore. We will sing this happy walrus song. You're gonna walrus hell, cannibal. No!
Now, while the hunt for the Sneasel wasn't particularly crazy, you just go to the top of the mountain, run down the slope, and hope that a pink monster appears while you're going down there. But what was a little insane is when it finally did show up, not only did we find a beautiful pink Sneasel, we found 2. Oh, get in the ball, I want to go over there as well. As for the nickname, I didn't initially get around to it. When it evolves, she'll become a Weavile. She'll have this devilish little grin. I mean, maybe when she evolves, I'll nickname her Smirking Devil. But while I was training her up, I found a shiny Hoppip. And to steal a joke from my friend, I named him Tomato because he starts out small and green and then becomes plump and red. And I refuse to eat a salad unless there's like 50 of them inside of it. But the levels are up, MC Sledge is down, and all that's left is the fight. Start out with a fairy barrage. Dazzling Gleam, Play Rough, they're going down one after another. After nearly losing Andrea, I sent in El Santa, and here's the thing, she's got Bounce, and the Houndstone has Phantom Rush. For these attacks, you know, they both disappear for one turn, and then they strike. But I was in the perfect rotation where I dodged the attacks, but land mine. Take it down, take down the Mimikyu, and now it's just an easy 2v1 with 6 Pokemon on my team. Oh man, I'm probably scared. Let's put on boss music. Discharge. Oh, Phyton, I am sorry. It's a rough situation. If I'm being honest though, after the battle, I would have had to retire McQueen, and I really didn't want to do that. Alright, McQueen, you get to stick around. Thunder Wave and Hex it. Hex? No, I don't want you to hex. Oh, hey. Okay, send in Sneasel, land some good old-fashioned Dark-type moves, and wow, that did nothing. Okay, well, we switched in Gabite. If I switch to El Santa, it'll be fine. It won't use Discharge because one of its foes will be ground, and I can use Earthquake without Durgling my ally. Go! Kinda wish I did more damage there. No. Oh! Why'd you use Discharge on a ground type? I just have Andrea and I haven't even evolved Sneasel. I'm sorry I didn't give you a nickname, little girl. I'm even more sorry about what comes next. Here's the bite! Yes? Come on, flinch. It's gotten enough kills, come on! No! Why do you keep using Discharge on Sneasel? I'll outspeed and I'll save Andrea, but this sucked, man. Holy cow, that was a massacre! The only upside is we have enough Pokemon on the bench to bounce back to 6, but those were some of the prettiest and most aesthetically pleasing shinies. I didn't even get to nickname Sneasel. No. We're fixing that.
Next time on the Shiny Badgelocke quest, things are really heating up as we challenge the quaking Earth Titan. The results of a 20-hour shiny hunt. And
I am Lord Edmund Augustus III, Duke of Hawknest Hall.